Okay, I just want to start by saying thank you so much for taking the time out to sit down and chat with me. I suppose we should start right to the beginning. How did you first discover drag? How were you introduced to the art form?
Oh, crikey. Where do I begin? Well, I was 15 years of age,
hmm
sneaking into little gay bars.
Wow. Okay.
I found a drag queen and instantly became very obsessed.
Hmm.
Don't know why. And I started chatting to her, Miss Ida Man. There might be a few people that know her. She
Hmm.
hasn't done drag for quite a few years now. Um, and she put me in this, and 10 years later, here we are.
Wow, that's amazing. So they helped you sort of get started as well. So they sort of put you into drag for the first time?
Pretty much, yeah. Took me on gigs, doing the
Hmm.
south, doing this, that, and the other. It was, very drag mother-esque,
Yeah.
I'd
Oh,
say
and so what
more.
was that first
Authentic.
performance like? Stepping on stage for the first time?
Oh, well, I mean, you say stage, I say salad bar. My first show was actually in the Harvester.
Wow.
Yeah.
I suppose that's
Memorable.
a different place where you kind of expect drag to be. What was that gig like then, performing a Harvester?
It, it, it was okay. I mean, it was probably one of the most awkward experiences of my life.
Right.
They have like the bar section
Hmm.
and then the dining section. And while I'm doing my thing, there's still, families eating. Um,
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
So where in the drag journey then did you start becoming Fifi? When did that sort of, how was that introduced? How did the name come about?
Well, funny enough, I've had quite a few drag names. So I started off as Emma Royd.
Okay.
We then moved over to Fifi Esther,
Okay.
which I thought was horrendous. Um, and I always had a bit of a stutter.
Hmm.
So
Right.
then my drag mother renamed me to Fifi Fierce. So that's kind of what happened. Do I
Yeah.
like the name? No. But it's too late in the game to change it now.
And so obviously from that beginning then, when did you start realizing this is something that you could be doing, professionally all the time?
Do you know what? I never did.
Okay.
I always thought, I always took it as a hobby, as an
Mm.
excuse for a night out, sort of
Mm.
thing. And it wasn't until I actually started getting into the comedy aspect
Mm.
of drag that's when, I started getting booked, earning the money,
Mm.
realizing that, okay, I can make some good dollar from this. And that was it.
Mm.
I mean, originally I started off as a lip sync queen. Would you
All
believe
right,
that?
okay. And obviously that journey obviously went really well because obviously you are now a very big name in the scene and you work a lot with Hogarth in Newport and actually you were hosting their
I
Pride their sorry Hogarth's Got Talent was first. So what was it like hosting that event
Mhm.
and being a part of that?
Oh, the talent.
Yes, Talent first, yeah.
I thought it was brilliant.
Mm,
It was the first time we've have ever had anything like that in Newport.
mm,
So I mean, and it was so lovely, not just a drag competition, but like getting to see a bit of everything
mm,
and meeting new people as well, and hosting that, and yeah, it's fun. I mean,
mm.
it's like a second home here to me.
Yes, totally.
Oh,
And so that
I
it
just
was
I'm part of the furniture at this point.
so that was a variety show. It wasn't a specific drag competition.
No, no, it was a bit of everything. We had singers,
Wow.
comedians, bell ringers.
I did see the videos.
Yeah. I mean, when I first had the application for that, I was very nervous. But I mean, it's safe to say they were probably one of the best out of the whole competition.
Hmm. Oh, amazing. And
I love them.
obviously from that then, obviously you had Hogarth's Pride, which was obviously headlined by the winner of the Got Talent competition. So was it like being a part of the
It sure
Pride
was.
event and sort of taking that sort of, well, under your wing.
I mean, do you know what? It was absolutely beautiful in the sense that, Newport Pride has only been going on for 3 years.
Wow.
And, in comparison to Cardiff, Newport is probably still living in 1660.
Hmm.
So to have, the venue at full capacity and as well as Newport Pride going on in the street that Hogarth is on,
Hmm.
it was just absolutely beautiful to see so many people coming out, all the
Hmm.
different performers from around the UK. And again, lovely to meet people, lovely to be able to entertain people that,
Yeah.
might not have known that I'm here.
Mm. And what was I thought was really lovely about the sort of Newport Pride celebrations was, with Cardiff, it's in the park or in the castle or away from everything. The one in Newport was just on the street. So everyone would pop in so at certain places, go somewhere else, or like just families walking down would be like, oh, there's a drag performer there, or there's a show going on there. Like it was really very sort of I suppose community based, which was absolutely amazing. But so
Mm.
how did the events go on the day? What was it like performing? Was it Hogarth's first Pride event?
No, so we done one last year,
Hmm.
and it was very successful. It was a bit smaller than
Hmm.
this year, as we do start out.
Yeah.
Um, so we done one last year, and it was really really successful. It was lovely. But last year the difference was that the Pride was down on the riverfront,
Right.
so there wasn't as much footfall
Totally.
for
Mm.
the event. But still, it was brilliant. And obviously, with learning, we put this year on, and I got to say, it went
Mm.
smashingly.
It
Absolutely.
the buzz from Hogarth specifically seemed to be so electric. Like, and I know you had a fantastic array of performers throughout the day, which is amazing. So from shows you've done now, moving on, because you've got your 10-year anniversary show coming up. So what can we expect from that event?
Sorry, love, you were breaking up then.
Oh,
I
sorry.
didn't hear anything you
I
said.
I I said from the obviously shows you've done now to shows that are coming up because you've got your 10-year anniversary events coming up. So what can we
I
expect
sure do.
at that show? What can we expect from the 10-year event?
Do you know what? A camp all time. That's all we want.
Mm,
So the plan for the event is obviously we've got my three of my drag children.
mm.
Let's think that
Wow.
three of my drag children. So we've got Stella Vision,
Mhm.
um, who else? Carrie Sauce and Little Miss Casey Quinzel. We've also got Drag King Extraordinaire, Minus de Cock,
Wow.
and the winner of Hogarth's talent, Che with a C. She's absolutely fabulous. I love her.
We
I
all
wouldn't tell her.
we always chaotic Shay with a C.
I love Che. So yeah, the plan of the night is literally. So I don't know if anyone has seen the poster, but the first half of the night is going to be like a showcase of everyone's
Mhm.
talents, doing their thing, getting the audience engaged, having a good old time. And the second half, I'm very excited because it's going to be the roast of Fifi.
Wow. How do you feel going
So
into
that's going to be fun.
because we did one of the competitions I was with, they did a roast, and that it can be quite intense. So how do you feel going into
Uh-huh.
events knowing that there's going to be some quips and jabs directed at you?
I mean, being the type of queen that I am, very
Mm.
quick-witted, and I'm very quick on the form. It's probably going to be harder keeping my mouth shut. The hardest part is probably going to just sit there and take it and smile.
So where can people get tickets for the show? Where can yeah.
So there's a link on my Facebook,
Mhm.
Instagram, all of my socials, which is Fifi Fierce, Fifi Fierce official, um, and it's through Fixer. So it is £10 plus booking fees, but there's
Mhm.
there's deals on there. There's
Yeah.
ladies' nights, so it's like I don't know. To be honest, I didn't make it, so you can have a look, have a nosy.
Obviously, I'll put the link below so people can just scroll down and click away as well. Um,
Fabulous, thank you.
it's all right. And so obviously I've caught you at a perfect time today because you are on the way to a brand new venue, Eclipse, this evening
I
at the time of
am. I'm
recording.
excited.
What is it like performing at a new venue? Especially like I know obviously it's close enough to Newport, but it's a brand new venue. What's it like going into a new space as a drag performer?
I mean, it is very nerve-wracking
Hmm.
because, Eclipse was, the former Eagle, as you
Yeah.
know, and they never really had a whole lot of drag in there.
Hmm.
Um, so it's not really like they've got that customer base just yet
Hmm.
that come to see the drag. So I was getting nervous.
Obviously, you mentioned Lyndon and Joe. Actually, funny enough, I was in Eclipse last night, and I was chatting to Lyndon, and he explained the connection, obviously, between you two as well, which was a new piece of information. But obviously, having done it for 10 years, do you go in as a new venue? Does that add stress, or do you think I've done this enough now? I can perform wherever, starting in Harvesters to new clubs.
I mean, I still get nervous,
Hmm.
even though I've done it for 10 years. I still overthink about things that I'm going to do or how it's going to go down.
Hmm.
You know, I am an insult comedy queen, which isn't always seen the best in
Hmm.
this day and age because there are quite a few people that can get offended.
Yes.
Um, However, I do my thing, and if they like it, they like it. You
Hmm.
know, it is what it is.
Yeah, happiness. So I'm coming to the end of my questions, but where can people I know you mentioned it earlier, but where can people stay up to date with you and what you're doing and all the gigs you've got?
But I mean, follow me on Instagram. Hello, Fifi Fierce official. Thank you. That's probably where I update the most. I'm not
Mhm.
the best. However, I've never really been a queen for public venues. I've always sort of been that private hire
All right.
sort of girl, you know.
Mm.
Not in that way. Don't get too excited. Um, so I mean, yeah, anywhere that I am local, I'm in Hogarth every Sunday, hosting
Mhm.
karaoke with a cabaret. So if you want to come and see me, find me here, babes.
Fabulous. And my final question is, what advice do you have for new performers looking to get into the industry and sort of start their own drag journeys and careers?
Don't do it. I'm only joking. Um, Confidence.
Hmm.
Confidence is key. I mean, most of these new performers now, they worry about their makeup skills, they worry about how they're looking. But if
Mm.
you can entertain an audience, it doesn't matter if you're bald in a black bag.
Mm.
So get that experience, get that confidence, and the world's your oyster. The
Oh.
looks will come. I mean, I'm still on my way there.
Obviously, I said it at the beginning, but I'll end the same way. Obviously, thank you so much for taking the time out. It really does mean a lot. And as I said, I'll put
Thank
all the
you.
links below so people can scroll down and click away. But yeah, that's everything I've got. So thank you so much, and I shall speak to you soon.
Amazing. Well, it was lovely to chat with you.
Lovely
Thank you.
to meet you. Speak to you soon.